Idalia has strengthened to a hurricane, intensifying on its way toward Florida's Gulf Coast. And Toyota has stopped all production at its plants in Japan. The morning rundown starts now. This is Straight Arrow News, bringing you unbiased, straight facts. Today is Tuesday, August 29th. Thanks for joining us. I'm Kara Rucker. We are now less than 24 hours away from the projected landfall of Hurricane Idalia, which is growing in strength, now expected to hit Florida's Gulf Coast as a major Category 3 hurricane. That means Florida residents are bracing for potentially over 100 miles per hour winds. President Biden spoke with Florida Governor Ron DeSantis on Monday. A federal emergency disaster has already been declared in the state in order to expedite federal resources. Right now, Idalia, which strengthened into a hurricane this morning, is hovering over the Gulf. Warmer than average water is growing the size of the storm and is expected to intersect Florida early Wednesday, impacting a wide central portion of Florida, including major cities like Tampa and Orlando. Meanwhile, another force over the Atlantic, Hurricane Franklin, is at Category 4 strength. It's projected to miss the southeastern coast of the U.S. Former President Donald Trump's lawyers will have until March 4th to prepare their defense in the federal trial over his alleged efforts to overturn the 2020 election. That is the same date that Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis was hoping to hold Trump in a Georgia courtroom to stand trial in his state election case. However, there is no trial date set in that case yet. March 4th is also the day before Super Tuesday, when voters in 14 states will vote in the primaries. Then on March 25th, 3 weeks after Trump's federal elections case gets underway, the former president will be due in a New York courtroom where his criminal trial related to hush money payments in 2016 is set to begin. Trump's federal classified documents case is set for trial May 20th of next year. Authorities are looking for answers after a suspect opened fire on the campus of the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill Monday, killing one faculty member and causing the school to go into lockdown for hours. Police say the shots were fired inside the school's chemistry building around 1 p.m. Sirens sounded and students and staff were told to remain inside. Arriving officers found the faculty member, who has not been identified, fatally shot inside a school lab.
I'm grieved to report that one of our faculty members was killed in this shooting. This loss is devastating, and the shooting damages the trust and safety that we so often take for granted in our campus community.
Police say witness information helped officers track down the suspected shooter. Local reports say the suspect was arrested a short time later in a residential neighborhood near campus. The name of the suspect has not been released, and a motive for the shooting is still under investigation. All 28 assembly lines at Toyota's 14 plants in Japan are shut down this morning due to a production system malfunction. The company says the problem is with its computer system that deals with incoming auto parts. A spokesperson for the automaker says they do not suspect it to be a cyber attack. According to Reuters, the Japan plants account for roughly 1/3 of Toyota's global production. It's not clear when production will resume. The shutdown comes as Toyota rebounds from a semiconductor shortage that stalled their production. The U.S. Department of Transportation said it is fining American Airlines $4.1 million for unlawfully keeping passengers stuck inside planes on the tarmac for lengthy periods of time. It's the heftiest fine the government agency has ever handed down over tarmac delay violations. According to the department, airlines are prohibited from keeping passengers on the tarmac for more than 3 hours. American violated that rule 43 times between 2018 and 2021, including one delay on the tarmac in San Antonio that lasted 6 hours. American released a statement saying those flights represent a small number of the nearly 8 million flights taken during that time period. Earlier this month, it was a Delta plane that passengers were on when their flight was delayed for hours. Passengers reportedly were passing out due to the hot and uncomfortable conditions while stuck on the tarmac. Finally this morning, if you're wishing for a faster commute to work, how does this sound? New York to London in 90 minutes. NASA says it might happen in the near future. Currently, large airliners travel at approximately 600 miles per hour, about 80% of the speed of sound. But NASA is investigating the possibility of a passenger plane traveling 4 times faster than the speed of sound, around 3,045 miles per hour. NASA says it's studying about 50 established commercial routes, but because the U.S. and other nations have banned all civilian supersonic flights over land 50 years ago, NASA's study only covered transoceanic travel. NASA has issued 2 12-month contracts to companies including Boeing to develop concept designs to make supersonic air travel a reality. Those are your top stories this Tuesday morning. Thank you for choosing Straight Arrow News as your trusted source. Be sure to download the Straight Arrow News app and get notified when the morning rundown is available to watch each weekday. And subscribe to our podcast. Just search the Morning Rundown in the Apple Podcast app or on Spotify. Unbiased, straight facts, that's Straight Arrow News. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Until then, I'm Kara Rucker. Have a great day.